Yeah, thank you. About academic performance or person with visual impairment. About academic performance or person with visual impairment, yes, they're doing so well because we have the equipment and the way in which they can be able to read and write. We use braille reading and writing. We use computer. We use typewriter. We use recorder. We use laptops and so on and so forth. With braille reading and writing, we can use marker and stylus that serve as a pencil, biro, or with book anyway. And then we have Perkins braille machine that serves like a computer, and we have like a there's like a typewriter. Let me call it typewriter, and we have braille embosser that serve as printer that prints out just like regular printer, and they do mathematics too. We use Taylor's frame, we use abacus, and so on and so forth. So they're able to perform academically, they're able to perform well for academics, and they're able to do well. They can read books, textbooks that has been braid. They can read. They can do some other things. We have braid Bible too, so they are really performing well in the academic, and we thank God we are achieving our aims, and may God continue to help us anyway. Yes, people with person with disability has been the society sees them and they've been letting them down, make them look like they can't achieve anything because they are disabled or because they have any forms of disability. But as an advocate for inclusion, we've been working tirelessly on making the world understand the fact that having one form of disability does not stop them from having a regular life or behaving in society just like the regular persons. That's why we are introducing inclusion. Although inclusion has been existent since 1994 after the Salamanca statement in Spain, but it has not been implemented. We're still using mainstreaming because mainstreaming is whereby we have a school and we have a special school for them. So a special class for persons with disability. But in inclusion, we have them in the same classroom in 4 walls, just like the regular person. We have them together with the regular persons in the same class. So we have been working tirelessly on that. Then when people are able to understand the fact that they can do more, they'll be able to employ them. We have persons with visual impairments in banks. They can work as computer operator. They can do a lot of things. They have equipment. They can make some materials that will be helpful for. They can make bags and other things like that. They can do vocational skills and also be employed. But because the society, the people have not really worked with them, that's why they think they can't do more. For instance, now a child that has not seen person with disability before could not employ person with disability because he or she that has been always see them in his or her streets begging will believe they can't do more than that. But when they have them in the same classroom, they have teachers with disability that have been teaching them, they'll be able to know, wow, that means person with disability can also behave well. We're working on that as an advocate, and we pray it's going to work out, because if people can see them in society as human being, that will motivate them to do more, to be able to participate well and give their own little quota towards the development of the society. Yes, there are healthy living for person with disability. Especially person with disability, their immune system are not really strong like the regular world because of this. It's not all anyway. It's not all, but most of them. So they have watch wall for what they eat. What they're taking has effect on how they live. That's why in my own home now, like the home I have person with disability, we always tell them, kindly let's have your medical report, so we're going to know the state of that person, where he or she has his own stand, where he or she has a stand, the whereabouts, what she can take in that won't affect her, what he can drink that won't affect him. That's why we always take to the fact that they take what they know, not my people are taking it, but it affects them. Most of us with disability, their health has deprived them from taking some meals. So if you think I can, yes you can, but you just have to consider your health first. So person with disability health is important to take care of, and we are always watching that. That's why medically we always make sure they go for their checkup, and then those in my school as in my home taking care of. We have people that will check them, do some checkup for them, then their drugs. Because there are some that from their disability makes them take drugs almost every day, so that they can be fine, so that they can be okay. So it's better we monitor their health in order not to deprive them from living a healthy life. Yeah, my advice to families, parents, friends of person living with disabilities: let's try to monitor their health. Yes, we can't say because we're healthy, we don't have any disability, what we eat is what they must eat. Let's try to understand the fact that their well-being is also important. If they are fine, that's where we have peace of mind. On health, we want to neglect them. Let's try to understand that fact, that they need to have a very healthy life. And also, let's try to make sure their meals are always clean. What to use to prepare their meal, the environment, they are also clean. It has effect on their health. It has impact on their health also. It has advantage for their health. So let's try to make sure everything they are taking in, everything they do is intact, is good, so that they won't be left out. It won't affect them psychologically or any forms of news. And also, we should try to at least let's register them for checkup. Let's check on them. And people with disability have a lot to think about. They have a lot to think. Let's try to talk to them. Their health is important. Let's try to talk. That's why most people that used to do counseling with me, I call them often. I let them understand the fact that we need to talk, because they always have something in mind. They always have something to, so always check up on them. Don't let them feel neglected. Don't let them feel down. And also, if you have, try to provide what they need for them, because it's not easy to have a disability. I always say it's not easy. It's going to have a disability. It's not easy to be able to hear what people are saying, or see people talking and could not hear them and could not speak up, or you're not able to look at the people seeing environment, having a lot of fun, and you could not see it. It's not easy to be able to move around without a wheelchair, trying to go to anywhere urgently or anything. It's not easy, and it's not easy for someone not to have medical. It's not. Let's try to understand the fact that they are really trying. Although we should not sympathize with them. We should not sympathize. They don't have problem. But let's understand the fact that they need us. They need us in order to make them healthy. In order to make them healthy, in order to make them good. They need us to be around them and also to take good care of them.